Okay, we're going to be talking about banishing once again, and particularly candles and oils for banishing and reversals and removals. So, banishing is a pretty general term and has the benefits and disadvantages of being very general in its effects. Banishing doesn't really care per se if what it's getting rid of is good for you or bad for you. It just kind of gets rid of shit. So, yeah, that may or may not be a good thing. Obviously, having statements of intent or doing other rituals in tandem with banishing tends to work better if what you're looking for is a specific result. Now, in regards to beginning magic, a lot of beginners' rituals and beginners' practices involve banishing. In fact, I believe Frederick Xavier has, I believe in his either first or second video, I think it's his second one, if I'm not mistaken. I've watched it quite a few times, but I don't remember exactly which one it was. So Frederick Xavier has a video where he talks about just simply accepting and banishing certain thoughts. So I think he says something about along the lines of if it's a good thought or a thought that you like, then you say in your head or under your breath or even out loud that you accept the thought. And if not, then just say you banish the thought or get rid of the thought, whatever. So I'm a little out of breath. It's so fucking hot still. But I'll digress. I shouldn't be talking about the heat. I should be focusing on the topic at hand. So, more about banishing. Now we will get on to cleansing, reversals, and uncrossing. So, there is the official uncrossing ritual, although there are many ways to do uncrossings. You can do uncrossings with soap. I've seen it with soap. And then I've also seen uncrossing oils. Those are pretty common, probably more common than should be out there because, quite frankly, a lot of magical oils aren't really crafted properly. They may have the proper herbs and correspondences and whatnot, but they can be made on the wrong day, not consecrated, pretty much anything and everything. So, yeah, there's that. And on top of that, I guess we should just kind of segue whether into protection or reversals. I'm kind of making this up on the fly, so this sounds impromptu. It's because it really fucking is. I literally thought of this last minute. Like, I'm just like, hey, I gotta make another video. So, might as well. Let's talk about reversals. So, yeah, reversals, pretty straightforward. It just reverses whatever is coming to you back to the sender. This may or may not work. It could end up reversing to them, and then they pick up that you're reversing to them, and then it just kind of becomes this magical back and forth battle. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people would say I'll just curse and do baneful magic, beat them the fuck up and just knock them out, shoot them down, beat them so fucking bad that they can't get back up. No, don't do that, especially if you are in a system that involves angels or spirits that are known for kicking ass, because angels have a way of kind of teaching you lessons in very profound ways. And so, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. And well, I guess we'll talk about protection now. So, usually, what you should do is sort of banish and then do protection. Although you can do them in tandem, but typically you wouldn't protect before you banish. So if you're gonna do, say, a deflection, or better yet, just a banishing, if you're gonna banish something really negative, like if you're extremely crossed up, then yeah, it's probably better just to do a banishing spell or an uncrossing spell. You could do, the LBRH, the lesser banishing ritual, the hexagram. That would be if you're under some really harsh astrological transits, although some of them you just can't really, you know, get rid of, particularly really rough Saturn transits, mainly Saturn return. Although Saturn opposition can be pretty tough too. That one can come down pretty harsh. And there's not much you can do about it except just kind of wait it out or deal with the karma that you've been given. So I think we'll go on to protection now. Have we talked about protection yet? Yeah, protection's pretty straightforward. You just protect yourself and then protect whatever you have. Best ways to do protection magic are with talismans, sigils, and then if you're in a Abrahamic system or a pseudo Abrahamic system, then you could just invoke god names, particularly ones that have to do with protection. In fact, that's kind of one of the main benefits of theurgy is that if you do theurgy, it's going to have a lot of thaumaturgical effects. It will tend to make things better, but mostly the main real world benefit of theurgy is protection. Yeah, that's like the biggest benefit of theurgy is just protecting yourself and protecting whatever you have around you. So yeah, there's that. But theurgy can be a little tricky because if you're doing theurgy with the wrong intent, it can kind of backfire and kick your ass. So yeah, just be careful of that. I hope I didn't sound too offshoot today, but whatever. I mean, I'll just kind of, yeah, leave it at that. All right. We'll see you the next time, and thanks for watching.